is Nicole Roque, and I am the Community Engagement Specialist at Hueco Tanks State Park and Historic Site. It became a state park in 1969. Before then, it was mostly privately owned. The Escondrias family owned and operated Hueco Tanks from 1898 to 1956. Silverio and Pilar Escondrias lived there. They had 11 children. A lot of the things that you see out here at the site are remnants of the park's ranching history, so to sustain their cattle and to sustain their way of life out here. What makes Hueco so special is the rock's ability to hold water. So there's two really important features about it. This is an igneous intrusion, which means it was hot magma that came up from under the earth. But because of the way it was formed, it's created some really important features. First is our namesake, the huecos. So hueco, being the Spanish word for hole or hollow, are these holes or these pockmarks in the rocks that you'll see. And they range in size anywhere from pretty small, like softball size, to huge. Some of them are the size of like Olympic-sized swimming pools. The other really important feature of this rock is just the nature of it. It has a low permeability, which just means that the pore space between the minerals and the rock is pretty small, so the amount of water that's able to seep into the rock is low, which makes those huecos really important. They can hang on to water with rainfall. So depending on where they're located, if they're in the sun or if they're really deep, if they're shaded, anywhere from a couple of days to some of them have water 365 days a year. And so that's incredibly important in our desert environment. Here in the Chihuahuan Desert, we typically see about 8 to 10 inches of rain per year. It's not a whole lot. So a place that can hang on to water is just so special. So that water supports lots of plant life, things that you don't typically think to see in a desert environment, ferns and liverworts and mosses. And so all of those things is really what brought people here. The archaeological record says that there's about 10,000 years of human history. And that's just what we can prove, right? But there's likely much more history than that. We know that we've been in this region for a really long time, but Hueco Tanks is significant in that just about every culture and time period is represented here in some way. So the pictographs can range up to 8,000 years old. We have pre-colonial culture we now call the Jornada Mogollon. They're in this region from about the year 400 to about 1450, and they left a good majority of the images, including the over 200 painted face or mask designs, which is the largest collection of this type of motif that's been documented in North America. And so these faces, they are all over the place. No two are the same. They have similar elements, but they're in different colors, different styles, different sizes. Some of them are really easily accessible. There's a couple in this site where we are now. Some of them are really inaccessible. There's a site up on top of North Mountain that you can visit. It's called Cave Kiva, and it's a little opening in the rock that you have to belly crawl into, and then it opens up. And so we don't have a whole lot of oral history or interpretation of these images, but we do assume they're important because they did take a lot of time and energy and resource to leave these images on the rocks. To visit the park, it's always best to try and make a reservation. We do have capacities out here for self-guided access. So to do that, you can find the reservation number on our website. Call that reservation number, try and make a reservation for the park. You can also make tour reservations. We offer tours Wednesday through Sunday all year long. The park is open year-round, 365 days a year. Summer hours are 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Thursday, and then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday we're open 7 to 7, and then winter hours are 8 to 6. It's free, so there's no charge to come in, and it's just a really great way, if you've never been out here, to become acquainted with the site and learn some of the really amazing things that you can do here.